When we're in relationships, we do a lot to help, our companion. We may make a lot of sacrifices. We may take a lot of risks. We get to do so much for them, and then all of a sudden they move on and they go with somebody else and they treat that next person better, or that person that they're with gets a better version of them. What happens is the person that they left behind struggles with that thought. They get angry at first and they get mad because they believe that they did so much for that person, that they did everything for that person, and then all of a sudden somebody else is enjoying them, like enjoying that better version. So it's almost like they fixed that person or they made them way better, and they took the time, the energy, the effort to give everything to that person, their companion that they loved, and then all of a sudden this other person they feel that didn't deserve it is getting the best version of them, and now they're left either being alone or just struggling with the thought of that they may have wasted time. They may have wasted their heart. They may have wasted all those moments thinking about how to give them everything. Because the person that they're with may complain a lot. They may be unhappy, depressed, and they just complain and they make that, the person that's trying and giving more, they make them feel that they're not providing enough. And then they may treat them bad. They may talk about that person and they may, backstab them, be two-faced, and just talk behind their backs with other people, like other strangers or people at their jobs, and put that person down. And that person deserved better. So say if we're talking about a husband that was really good and a wife that just complains and complains and whines and complains and doesn't appreciate and doesn't, look at how hard that their husband is working. So now if we reverse this to where there's a husband that didn't do much and a wife is working hard and trying to always be there, and then all of a sudden the husband doesn't want to try, but then the wife makes the husband way better as a person, builds them up, builds them up like mentally, and gets them to to dress good and just to do all this stuff, and then the husband leaves and goes with a woman that gets the best version of him, and now the wife that had made all those sacrifices and taken all those risks is left with nothing. So we can't think about it that way because it's easy to think like that. To think that if you withhold wanting to help that person grow because you fear that somebody else is going to get them. Don't think that. Think about that you made them a better person so they don't make other people miserable. So they don't go to their jobs, they don't go to other places, and that they're downers and they're negative and they're cynical and that they're jaded and that they're tainted. That you made them a better person so now more people are going to enjoy them, and that they're going to be able to spread positivity, and that they're going to be a better person, and that they're going to be happier. Because when they're unhappy, they're going to complain. They're going to complain and they're going to whine, and they're going to think that you don't do nothing for them, and that, well, I can't get this and that and this and that, and they're just going to worry about themselves and be self-absorbed. But when they get with the right person that they want, then all that changes, and now they're, now they could feel crazy about that person. They could love that person, but they didn't show that affection for, past people. It's the way the world goes, that if we had to think about it, is that no hopes, no expectations, just do the best you can if you want to. Just think about, you have a fuel tank. You got fuel. You got your fuel. You got all your, energy inside this tank. That don't give away all your fuel to people. Distribute it evenly. Because if you start to give all your energy up, like your fuel, then you're not gonna be able to drive yourself. And then if people are not coming to look toward, to you, to look out for you, and that you're not providing self-care for yourself, then it's easy to look at the past of all the people, whether it's your past spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, just all the relationships, friendships that really took a lot of your energy and your time, and now you're left alone, struggling, and feeling miserable. You don't want that. Look back to the past as learning lessons so you could apply what you learned to live a better life. And don't think about the people that you don't want to help. If you could help somebody to become a better person, then the world could enjoy them and maybe they could influence other people. So think of it that way. Don't think about, well, I'm not going to help this person. I'm not going to make them better because I don't want somebody else to enjoy them. Just like on that 90 Day Fiance recently, there's Colt and Larissa. And Colt seems to be angry that he fixed her and now this new guy is going to enjoy her, and that he invested his love and his money and his time and everything, and he had to fight with her, and there's a lot of conflict, and now he feels that some other guy couldn't insert himself into her life, and now they're getting along, and he probably has a hard time seeing that someone else is able to coexist with her when he couldn't, and that his mother was very negative, and they would always, say the worst things. They try to act like they're good people, but in a way that they put her down, and they say things, and there was just a lot of conflict all around. That maybe the mom shouldn't have been living there, and that they should have been able to enjoy their marriage and to build within. That sometimes family could create conflict. There's so many things, though. It's a really big challenge, like in the dating world, is that do we grow the person the best we can, and can we do it without having to do it like say selfless act, to do it because we know that we want them to be better, and even if they're not with us and they go with someone else, then that's a good deed. Like you do a good thing, and now they could enjoy the world and be happy and just make a difference and influence others, is because we're able to do it. We're able to help them fix things or confront things that they weren't able to because they had a lot of fear, and they feared that they would be alone, that they would have a terrible life, and that they could fall in love and just live a miserable life, and they worry, and then all of a sudden one day they take that step and they just do it, and then things work out because they lost their fears. So think of it that way, is that we're making a person better so that they're not negative, so they don't make other people negative, and that we're doing something good. We have a chance to leave something, knowing that we leave it and that person can go out and do a lot of bad things to people and treat people bad because they're going to be bitter and petty. And sometimes maybe we can stick around a little bit longer to be there for that person until we believe that that they've grown to where they are able to not become that really, really negative person. So don't hold yourself back from helping other people, whether it's in your marriage or your relationships or friendships, family members. Like, if you could help them and you could grow them, then do that, and don't fear the outcome of somebody else is going to enjoy them and now we're going to be left with nothing. Don't think that way. Just do the best you can and be the best person you can. Until the next time, value yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. Peace out.